And we are live. Dubs in the chat, dubs in the chat. On time stream, on time, on time, on time. Let's go. Microphone. Headphones. Left, right, headphones. Headphones sound low. I'm just gonna have low headphones. I don't. That sounds crazy. This episode is brought to you by Firm Grip. Of course, I have nothing prepared. Oh wait, is it over here? Oh, switch it up. And it's brought to you by viewers like you and Cash App donations. "33 single and humble because of her own choices." Firm Grip. I expect my wife to be a virgin with firm grip.
So here I am, single, in my 30s, and dating. And oh my goodness, it is freaking hard. It is really hard to date in this world.
Of course.
It's even harder when you're someone who has just been in long-term relationships for such a long time and you haven't even dated, so you don't even know what this world is like.
Okay, man, but then why aren't you married?
And recently, it's like, it just feels like it's just a constant, like, you see someone, it's going really good, and you get to like the 2-month mark, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, this isn't working out. And it's so hard to be so vulnerable and put yourself out there and put your heart out there and your soul.
So 2 months. I spent 2 months with this woman. Have I hit yet? It's been 2 months. She ain't gave me no cooter cat. I'm on to the next. I think I'm lasting more than 2 months. If I wouldn't put in two weeks. If I ain't got the cooter cat within 2 weeks, I'm gonna stop talking to this woman. Continue on.
And then somebody to turn around and just be like, you're incredible and amazing, but no.
Yeah, guys, this is one of the problems for we.
We don't give a F. Men don't just go around. You're incredible. You're amazing. Just you're incredible. We don't care, bro. Even if you're great, incredible, we don't care.
Men like her, you don't know how to pick the right man. You go after chance, and then you are vulnerable with them, and you want to love them. You want to be in a relationship with them.
That's some woman-ish to need encouragement. People should random strangers need to tell me. I don't remember what the 2 words were. whatever she just said. Women need encouragement like that. Men just live in like just the darkness, gruely. Like it's like the Batman settings. Men live in the background of any Batman scenery. It's just dark and gloomy. That's a man's life. We don't need men to. We don't need other people's validation. Oh, you're doing great. Good job, sir. We live without that.
But it doesn't work out. And at some point, you know what happens, man? You can't be vulnerable anymore. And the next guy, the good guy that wants to date you, wants to marry you, has to pay the price because you now have problems. You now are insecure. Now you're closed up. You're not vulnerable anymore. You can't love anymore as you used to. And the new guy has to pay that price. Why? If you keep choosing guy after guy after guy and it doesn't work, man, at some point, you should realize that you're the common denominator. By the way, guys, I can see that only 45% of you are subscribed to my channel. So if you enjoy my videos, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos.
And then you have to rebuild yourself from there again. How do we do it and why? He said,
Okay, what? Okay, now it's a different woman. And why would you need to rebuild yourself? It's like you're still the same person. Just continue on. It's like it's not like you lost yourself and all of yourself was knocking down or something. Every piece of you fell apart and you had to rebuild yourself. You're the same person. Just keep it pushing. I don't know.
Not the little things in life, so I lifted up my top, and then he ghosted me. I have another day, and it's a man putting back his clothes after, again.
But she will still sleep with guys. It doesn't matter if those guys give her the ick after. Me, because I'm currently in hospital for trying to date two at the same time. No shit, guys. I
may be a slut, but I still have feelings, okay? And I catch feelings too. And although, you know what? I'm not gonna explain myself here. Fuck y'all.
If you think my tits are flat, you should see my ass.
I'm just not used to being in a relationship. I don't know what to do. Do you have any advice?
Oh, well, your job as a woman is to notice when a man is happy and immediately put a stop to that nonsense. Just thinking about the time that I showed a therapist a picture of the guy that I had been crying about for weeks, and she looked at the picture and took a long pause and then said, in my professional opinion, I am extremely disappointed that this is the person we're sad about.
Hope you understand that her therapist is a she, is a woman. So her therapist also thinks that all men are tools or are ugly. Just think about that, guys.
I went to a party where a guy was making jokes about non-consensual intercourse, and he said, what's the difference between yes and no? And then he said, nothing. And I said, can I punch you in the face? And he said, no, but apparently there wasn't a difference, so that's the story of how I broke someone's nose in college.
Okay, ma'am, so you think that a guy saying jokes...
That first of all, that's a joke that she didn't come up with. So she heard that joke and retold that joke. Second of all, that's a made-up story. because the guy did this, I did this, punched him in his face. It's a do-do-do-do. It's like, but he said this and I punched him in the face. You didn't punch him in the face, man. That's you said some imaginary story to make a joke. So your punchline is you punched him in the face. It's like you didn't do that, man. You would have got dog walked. Dog walked.
It's the same thing as you punching him. Just think about that, guys. And she has no problem saying this online. But if the roles were reversed and the guy did that, he would be in jail.
How do you approach dating someone in their early 20s who has a child, doesn't want anymore?
End of discussion. She has a child. We're not dating her. Next.
But is entering this dating world where everyone...
How do you approach a woman who has a child? You don't date her in the dating world. That's how.
It's just now kind of hitting the phase where they're like, I want to meet someone, I want to settle down, I want to start a family.
It's easy, man. Just get a simp. Get a white knight.
Unless we the Brady Bunch and I got 7 kids and you got 7 kids, we about the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. Other than that, if you ain't got no kids, she got kids. Now, unless she's like way above your league, like you like a 3 and she's a 10, and you know what I'm saying, that kid humbled her, so she just pretty, you know what I'm saying, supermodel gorgeous or just real down to earth, then alright. I'm alright for the 3 getting the 10, and you know what I'm saying, you gotta deal with a little stepchild.
He doesn't care that he pours all his resources into another man's child. Just find the simp, man. There are so many simps out there.
I swear I hate myself more because I'm in therapy than if I wasn't in therapy at all. It was just blissfully unself-aware. I'm deeply aware of like all of my wounding, my patterns, and I know when it's coming up and when I'm acting from it. Like sometimes I talk to myself and like I'll choose better, but like a lot of the time I still do act from that wounded place. I'm still...
So basically therapy doesn't work for you, man.
In the 90s, we didn't have therapy. We ain't had none of these words. It's like we just live life. What are these words? Nobody, I guarantee you, nobody in the 90s said emotional intelligence. Those are 2 imaginary words. Those are just 2 words put together like mashed potato rainbows. I have mashed potato rainbows. That's what I hear when a woman says I have emotional intelligence. First of all, emotions aren't real. They're just how your brain, there are neuron chemicals firing in your brain. There's no such thing as emotions.
Okay, we're just going to skip this video.
Getting a man is the hard part, so keeping him is easy. I'm going to tell you the secret.
Ain't wrong. Woman advice. Getting a man is easy because men are easy. Keeping a man is hard. So Usually when you listen to a woman, they don't understand men. They don't even have a concept or a grasp of men. Everything a woman says is usually inward. It's like it's woman. It applies to a woman. So whatever a woman says applies to a man, it actually applies to a woman, because women don't study men. They know nothing about men. So if a woman is like, well, I think my husband likes pretty pink dresses and matching purses and heels and extended heels, extended hair. Why would your man want a purse and heels? And yeah, men like pink purses and no, it's like, woman, that's woman logic. You're a woman. That's what you want. You want a pink dress and pink heels. So that's all they know is what they want.
Secret, no one's telling you. Okay. Feed the good man once you find him. Okay, easy, just simple. Okay, ready? Feed him. Now, when I say feed him, I don't mean stupid microwave meals.
Okay, man, but how did you get that good man?
That's one of the reasons why I had to leave my living girlfriend. She was trying to feed me. Every one of her meals came in one package. If it's macaroni, cheese, and broccoli, and it could be 18 ingredients. It all came in one bag in one pouch, and she tried to serve me that ish. It's like, no, I don't want no mac and cheese out of a box. B word, make some macaroni and then put some cheese in it.
Because that's the problem that most women have nowadays. They can get Chad to sleep with them.
She making me some chemically, some mashed potatoes with, you know what I'm saying, chemicals and stuff in it. Like, no, just boil some mashed potatoes and then mash them up. Like, you serving me mashed potatoes out of a box, just add water. You know what I'm saying? No, it ain't no seasoning. It's already pre-seasoned. She was white. She was white.
But they can't find the good guy, or they don't want the good guy that actually wants a relationship with them, or marriage.
Or anything, I'm just put a little extra effort. Pasta, simple, easy to do. His favorite takeout, okay, not always, but I like it, appreciate it. Just try a little bit, feed him, and then you just gotta play with him. It's like having a very large dog, okay? You feed, and then you play. Now, you can play in two different ways.
Now, play, I mean, I'm not a dog. I don't need you to, like, here's a whatever, that little rope that the dogs chew on. Here's a little chew toy. Here's a ball. Go fetch the ball. I mean, instead of playing, we could, like, watch a movie and, like, I hope she has a take. You know what I'm saying? We watching a Netflix series and we can't kiki and make jokes. This is boring. That's the type of play. Let's watch a movie and then make fun of how bad the movie is, and you know what I'm saying, make fun of the actors and their acting, and you know what I'm saying, have entertainment while we're watching entertainment.
Mario Kart, and then Snobby Nodjo. If you do these three simple things, engage with him in a fun activity, engage with him in a sensual activity, and feed him, you will keep him forever.
The worst, I was Netflixing, chilling with this shorty I wanted the bag since high school. We watching the series. She already watched it with Shameless. She already watched Shameless. I watched every episode of Shameless. She sleep. It's like, dang, this is good. We can keep can. Hey, this happened. We supposed to be having callbacks. She sleep. She wake up when she wanted to get when she wanted to get D'd down and then go back to sleep. It was boring.
He will never run away. He will stay.
So my husband is mad at me because yesterday for dinner I only ordered enough food for me and my 6 children and didn't order anything for my stepson.
Grown up. This is the second video of her I watched. So I guess I watched the video before this. Firm grip.
6 children.
So on Sundays we usually order takeout. So this Sunday we decided to eat on the garden. I ordered for me.
So I was watching a video before this, and she was at the stove cooking breakfast, I guess, and she was like, I'm not cooking for my husband, basically. Because the thing was, this woman made this video and now she's homeless, but the video was a lie. And I commented on, like, when did she become homeless? So it was basically one of them gotcha videos.
My husband and my 6 children, and then when I got home, I'm serving everybody, and my husband is like, hey, where is my son's food? I'm like, I thought you were taking care of it. He's like, well, it's common sense if you're buying for everybody in the house. Why wouldn't you buy for Junior? I'm like, well, he's not my child. That's the common sense. He's not my child. Why?
From the start, my guy, you're a very, very big simp.
Yeah, this is like a weird. This is what you don't want as one of them blending family things. She's like, you're basically in a relationship by yourself. She's doing stuff for her and her children, which is like what a woman does. Woman doesn't like spread her resources. Women are like, they're selfish. Everything is for me and my child. You know what I'm saying? I cooked food for me and my child. I don't. It's not in my brain to cook enough of a feast for everybody in the tribe to eat. No, it's just me and my child. We survived another day. We made it out of the cave.
Why did you get with a woman that has 6 children?
I'd like to provide for him. My responsibility are my children. That's about it. I don't understand why I need to waste my money buying for him. I mean, if he would have given me money for it, I would have ordered him something, but he didn't. I honestly don't see the big deal because sometimes when I go out, there's people that buy food for their kids, and they don't buy none for mine, and I'm not crying about it. I don't know why he's acting so surprised.
Yeah, we're just going to skip this video because she's so annoying.
All your thoughts are true. That's what I'm going to say. Can I ask you something?
If I was him, I'd leave her.
All your thoughts are, where do your thoughts come from? Where do they come from? Can you tell me where your
Another low IQ woman that doesn't even know how to respond.
thoughts come from?
From your brain.
But where? What part of your brain?
I don't know the exact part, but they come from your brain.
Where's your brain come from?
I just want to explain that
Where does your brain come from?
Your brain comes from, I guess, your mother while you're in the womb. It's developed with the rest of your body while you're in the womb.
it's from a red flag.
I don't understand. And you think all thoughts are true?
Yeah.
Can you think a lie?
What?
Can you think a lie?
What do you mean? You think of
Is it true that you can think of a lie?
I don't lie.
Is it,
It really with me to break up with my boyfriend for 4 years. It doesn't get real. That's been one of the hardest decisions, and it's definitely going to be one of the hardest videos. For me, I just never really knew when I would actually have the courage to do it. And today is that day.
So she first makes a video on TikTok, letting everybody know that she's going to break up with her boyfriend. So she didn't talk with her boyfriend first, she did a video first. Can you understand how much of a big red flag this is? That you first have to announce to the world that you're going to break up.
In college, we were dorm room neighbors.
That's the problem. If she wasn't on this public, she wouldn't have done that.
What's up, my brother? I am free at last, free at last, free at last.
Women will give terrible advice to men. It's not because they mean to give terrible advice to men. It's because when women give advice to men, they're giving advice to the men. They're giving advice as if they're talking about a man they're already attracted to.
She's on like this public platform and that public validation, so that's why like she felt the need, like, I'm gonna tell it. You know what I'm saying? On my fallback, like, it's y'all are like imaginary men that I could fall back on. Like, y'all are like a million boyfriends in my phone that I haven't met yet that are better than my boyfriend or something. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out female logic in real time.
And often they'll say things like, for instance, make sure copying and
She's okay with breaking up with her boyfriend because she knows there's like a million potential suitors watching her, and, you know what I'm saying, do these bad actions.
It's a concept where women choose men that other women find attractive. I've had women debate me on this because it feels like that's not good. It's like, here's a study from Texas Christian University, here's another study from the Royal Society showing indefatigably that men, when they take photos with attractive women see them as being more intelligent, more ambitious, more physically attractive, etc., etc. And they're like, yeah, but I don't want to go out with a player. And then I stop and say, hey, have you ever dated a player before? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, okay, so you're complaining about men you slept with before, right? And then I back up and I'm like, what?
They all say they want a nice guy, but if you ask them about their ex, oh, he was toxic. The ex before that, oh, he was also toxic. The last 5 guys she slept with, oh, they were all chads. They all look good, and they were all players and toxic. But somehow...
And in the last video, after that one woman, it was... Oh, I had it and I lost it. Oh, go back.
Somehow, she says she wants the nice guy.
Oh, yeah. So it was like, it was a married woman, and her husband's co-worker was texting him because she just went through a divorce. So it was basically, you as a man, you still gotta be crushing it at all times. You know what I'm saying? Keep hollering at women. Make sure you can replace your woman just as quick as you got her, and then let your woman know that she can be replaced. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them your sad number. Tell them to call the house. Call the house at 3 in the morning. Wake up everybody. Wake up the family, the kids, and the wife. You know what I'm saying? Put it on speakerphone. What's that? You want to come over and slob the skin off of it? Oh, okay. Let me check with my wife first. Wife, what do you have to say? Oh, she hasn't been this quiet all day. I guess I'm getting my Jimmy waxed then, since there's what's in the voting society when they don't disagree. Like if we was all taking a vote, will we collectively, when they don't disagree? I don't know what's that word.
No, ma'am, you don't. You wish
anonymously. I'm high.
Your ex was the nice guy. But you don't understand that if he were actually the nice guy, you wouldn't be attracted to him anymore.
What you're hearing me do is you think that when I give this advice to men, hold your own boundaries, these are different ways to be attractive. You think I'm talking about that dude who had sex with you and never called you back. I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to this guy over here who can't get your attention at all. He can't get 6 matches out of 1,000 right swipes. He has no women are paying any attention to him. He's the one I'm talking to. The problem is you can't conceptualize this because you don't even see him as a human being.
They can never see it from our point of view. They can only see it from their point of view and from their past.
Women don't see the men on their level or below them. They only see men better than them. Like, a woman don't see the man at Starbucks. She don't see the ninja at Wendy's, Burger King, MD's taking her order. She see the ninja pulling up in the expensive car with the expensive watch and the gold teeth and the whatever expensive stuff. That's what they see.
Experiences. That's how you know that she has a low IQ.
A whole generation of men that is like, we are literally watching them die out in real time. We've got 32-year-olds, 35-year-olds who do not have children, do not know how they're going to ever have children. Some people like, just put yourself out there. Just work out, work on yourself, and things will work out. But they have something in their makeup, something in their attachment style, something in their tendency for social anxiety that allows them to put forth effort and succeed. And then there are these other people over here who will go to therapy, who will work on themselves professionally, who will show up on dating apps. And because of the shape of their face, which cannot be fundamentally altered.
Yes, it can be, my guy. If you're out of shape, if you're overweight, your face will change when you lose weight, my guy. It will change a lot, not even a bit, a lot. That's not true what he's saying. That's not actually true. The shape of your face will also change.
I was talking about facial features, but
I know,
okay.
because I know how I used to look in the past and how I look now.
Or some other thing which they're not even aware of.
And plus, guys, my ears were like that. I had an operation to make my ears like this. This changed the whole look of my face. And after getting that surgery, I had a lot more success with women. So don't tell me you can change the shape of your face. Of course you can.
He do like his ears will look like
I think
that.
are trying really hard. I don't think they're
Like a weird ear, bro.
or anything like that.
And
There's something about the architecture of how these people are built, so that standard advice does not apply to them.
The only way I can see what he's saying being true is when a guy is too emotional. And when he was younger, he didn't get a lot of women. And now he changes, he goes to the gym, does everything right, he makes money. But he still chooses wrong women because he can't be objective, he can't be logical, because he didn't deal with so many women in the past. And now every pretty face he sees, he starts becoming a simp. That's the only way that what he's saying is true. Besides that, any man can change. Any man can change.
What do you mean you're 32 and you want intimacy without commitment? This is what I talk about when I say that men have.
So you're 32 and you prefer streets? You just want the fun with no relationship. You just want to be ran through. Don't cuddle me. All right, you D me down. Next guy, I'm all over my face. Make sure you end on my face. Then the next guy is, oh, we doing groups. So no relationships. I don't know.
Return to current dating.
Or I could have got her at 18 before she had these bad habits.
Culture into unpaid sex work for women.
And saved her from herself. Only thing that can save me is a firm grip. Firm grip.
Because, what do you mean? What do you mean you want intimacy without relationship at 32 years old?
Well, you get that feminism, man. Back in the past, if you wanted sex from a woman, you had to be in a relationship with her. Nowadays, because of sexual liberation, women sleep with men for nothing. For a soda. For a coffee. So, of course, man, why would he want to...
Okay, maybe this is with a man thing. I was going through the female lens. Maybe this is what a man was posting and wanted. I don't know. It was just words. I don't know.
Relationship with you when he can get free sex from different women.
It was just words on the screen.
He doesn't have to offer any commitment.
It was like a Twitter post or something.
It used to be back in yesterday that men who wanted to have sex, that's what that means, right? We all know we're not down here. It used to be back in, yesteryear that men who wanted intimacy without a relationship had to pay for it. You had to go find a prostitute. Okay, you had to pay for it. But because men have co-opted modern day women's sexual liberation, they just co-opted it and they turned it into what's beneficial for them.
Okay, then whose fault is that, man? What changed?
I don't know which side or perspective we're coming from here. I don't know. I'm lost.
From back then to now, feminism, sexual liberation. So it's not our fault that we just evolved.
I'm coming from both angles here. Female and male. Whatever.
With the times, man. We're just going to skip this video because it's clear she just wants to blame everything on men. Even if it's not our fault. We just changed with the times.
I am going to be 30 in October, so that means I was single for 12 years because the last
If you know, drop a comment. Let me know in the comments.
boyfriend I had was when I just turned 18, and I don't know anyone else who's been in this situation before that's never had a boyfriend for their 20s. That means never being going on holiday with anyone, living with anyone, introducing anyone to my parents, my family. I've just never done it, and I don't know if there's a beauty in that or if there's a bit that I'm kind of missing throughout my whole 20s.
Okay, man, and whose fault is that you never had a boyfriend? You can't blame all men, all the men in the world that you didn't have a relationship. You can't, you just can't. It was because of you. You have to take accountability, man.
If it was that bad, you could have spun the bin back to your 18-year-old little crush.
So if it was because of you, because you didn't want a relationship or whatever, now you can't complain on TikTok, oh, I've been single for so many years. Because it's your fault, man.
But I wanted to add the extra layer of complexity that having low self-esteem,
Complex
anxious
tie.
attachment styles, suffering with anxiety, suffering with low mood, how that contributes to dating and how that contributes to me staying single.
How that
It's your fault. You have all those problems, and you didn't want to date, you didn't want to be in a relationship. And now, you made a video on TikTok, so everybody feels sorry for yourself because you've been single for so many years.
Time to talk about the elephant in the room that a lot of men don't want to address.
Okay.
Did you know there's only 3.7 million women that have profile pages on OnlyFans? Only 3.7 million.
That's a lot.
The reason why I say only is because, did you know the reason why OnlyFans is a billion-dollar industry is because we have 220 million men that subscribe to the small percentage of 3.7 million women?
No, my guy. Those are simps. Those aren't men.
Tisk,
Do you
tisk,
understand, guys, how many simps there are in the world?
I'm not part of that number.
220
By the way, guys, this is why there are so many women that are so entitled. It's because of simps. It's because of simps that pay for them and do whatever they want.
million men worldwide subscribe to only 3 million women. Why is the strip club industry a billion-dollar industry? Who's keeping the lights on in these strip clubs? You can talk about the lifestyle of the stripper. You can talk about the lifestyle of the dancers. But who's keeping these strip clubs afloat? Me?
Yeah.
Why is the adult film industry?
I be at the strip club just looking. That's it. I don't do nothing. Get away from me. You know what I'm saying? She might try to pickpocket you or something. You gotta keep them at arm's length. Hey, back up, female dog.
Pornography industry, a billion-dollar industry. Who's getting that much viewership? Make it a billion-dollar industry. Men.
You ask any ninja that went to the strip club with me. I ain't throw not near a dollar.
At least corn is free. You can find it free on.
Ninjas gave me some money to throw to the girls. I put that in my pocket and went home.
But I don't get it.
I'm one of the girls.
I don't care how the
I was one of the girls that
doesn't
night.
matter, my guy. You're just a big simp.
A lot of you men realize you have to defeat that spirit of lust, perversion. From within, everything's gonna be out of this dollar dang line. A lot of you complain.
I was on the payroll.
You create the women that you complain about, and then
I don't blame the women for their behavior. I blame the simps that enable women having that behavior.
when you get the Jezebel that sets you up, now you want to throw this whole blanket cast as if all women. No, it's not all women. Let's talk about TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, twerk videos, all this other stuff. Who's in the comment section? Who's liking? Who's sharing to their homeboy? Who's
True.
liking?
That's why they all think they're princesses. Because they get 1,000 messages from simps and 1,000 comments from simps saying, "Oh, you're so beautiful. You're the most beautiful woman in the world." And it gets to their head. And the guys even.
You can find me in any of them comments, or you can find any of me liking any of them videos. I'll give you $100 cash app.
Send money without doing anything. So of course, if you want to take her on a date, she's very entitled, and she expects you to take her, I don't know, to a fancy restaurant or spend a lot of money on her. Of course, because she's so delusional that she actually thinks that she's that woman, just because she gets a lot of simps in her comments or in her DMs. But yeah, that's reality, guys.
Find these women out. Who's cash apping these women?
Yeah.
How do you mean? You create the women that you complain about. You complain about the women that you create.
Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.
Okay, recap. What do I remember? Nothing. What was he talking about? Nothing. Do I remember any of the female dogs that was talking? Nope. Usually like a face sticks out. Something stuck out. I still remember that $2,000. I still remember that number. How many episodes was that? Like 3 episodes ago? Alright. Women only have themselves to blame from 2 hours ago. I'm on time. New ICE agent POV released. Full legal breakdown. Well, we ain't here for the legal-ish. Almost said some things out that got me banned on this platform. Had to remember where I was at. Almost spazzed out, lost it all. Subtle red flags in women that men need to avoid. Women don't ... And on the video, there's letters and words that read subtle red flags men need to run from. Okay, that's a good video. It's a good 65 right there, 65% chance. It's finally sinking in for her. Oh, that's good. I got a little 50% chance. What's sinking in? She's 30. She lost it all. Oh yeah, back to the other video. I didn't remember nothing. No takes. Thursday, we got the notes. So this is like what, 50-50 which videos we gonna pick. Which video is or more relationship advice. Time's up. If you to pick subtle red flags in women that men need to avoid, women don't get it. You've been correct.
Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. And today from Emily King. See what she has to say.
Hey guys,
Red, my
channel.
favorite
We're
MFing
talking
Asian.
about red flags that women are openly displaying, but they don't realize that they are total red flags to men. And of course, I come bringing examples. I'm going to show you 3 videos.
And if you're a man in the know who's red pill awoken, you see these red flags and you notice it.
Examples today. The first one and the second one are fairly similar in that they are both women. They're basically saying in 2 different ways.
Some men are like still, you know what I'm saying, have the sheet over their eyes and they're being fooled. Or the wool covering their eyes, whatever. They're blind.
Men in their lives that they are better off without men, but for some absurd reason, which I don't even fully understand, they are still looking for a man. So take it with a grain of salt, but I'll be very interested to know what you guys think about it. The third one is a lot less obvious, and I'll be honest with you guys, there is a lot of undertone.
I really hated this B word. Like our first 3 or 4 videos, but then after like 70 videos, I'm like, alright, gotta like her. No, it's not this one, it's the other one. With her smug face. She's a I'm thinking about the other girl.
That is present in a lot of content that women consume, which is why this attitude that you're
This
getting.
is why women seem to think that men always have an undertone, have some kind of agenda in what we speak or say, because women have this. Almost all women do this, so they just assume men are like this too. No, men are straightforward. We don't really have the same type of communications.
See in the third video is very much normalized. Like women do not.
Women don't believe men. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm kind of like spaced out, zoned out. But that led to this rant. Women don't believe men. Men could be like, hey, look, I just want some sandwiches. I got. I'm saying work is really tiring, so like I really would like a good 6 hours of sleep, you know, and then something else. I have a hobby. I like to bird watch, so you know maybe 1 hour. You know, there's 7 days in the week. You know, maybe just for 1 hour, just with like some peace and quiet to just look out some binoculars at some birds. You know, and I keep bird seeds in my pocket. I'm not weird. I don't eat bird seeds. I taste it. It's not even good. Why would I eat bird seeds? You know, I keep a pocket full of bird seeds just for some case I see some birds. You ever seen a Perry Larry Longstocking? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're from North Dakota, Korea. They're
Not realize that they are presenting a huge
Really
red flag
weird
when
bird.
they see content like this or see this type of attitude. Women just like they don't get it. Before we jump in, guys, remember to like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet to catch my videos every Friday. Without further ado, because we are fresh into 2026, here's the first video.
You're telling me I'm supposed to let a man come live in this bedroom? This bedroom that I created, that is so serene.
This is an attitude that I don't fully.
We don't care. I don't care about your fluffy bed and all those extra pillows and rugs and all that extra junk. If you look at my bedroom, it's literally a folded table with a TV on it, and then my bed, and maybe a nightstand. That's it. There's nothing else.
Understand, and I think it just feeds into the message that all women are clean and organized and all men
And they
are
are
just slobs. And that's just not the issue here, because that woman just needs to know that if this is a priority for her, this is like her #1 thing, that she wants to have a clean and peaceful space, which, look, everyone can have their own priorities. Another woman's priority might be to have a man that is loyal, and she doesn't care if he wants to hang up a jersey. But what's funny to me is that women fall into this trap where they think that what they want is what all women want, and when men enter their life that doesn't like fit that standard, they blame men instead of understanding that it's a mismatch. Recognize that you are somebody that's fairly unique if this is your time.
That is funny. She's right. Any type of mismatch that happens between 2 people, you know, women just take it as, oh, it's men's fault.
#1 thing, and what you have a responsibility.
It was like 3 or 4 videos back when it was the woman's like my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? They don't want a man messing up their bathroom. It's like, ma'am, I'm a man. All you have to do is tell me 1 time. You don't have to tell me 80, 50 million times. Okay, I got it. The first time you told me, okay, lift the toilet seat up. You know what I'm saying? She don't want pee stains. You know, she doesn't want my hairs that don't come from the top of my head all over the place. When I brush my teeth, she doesn't want toothpaste. Yeah, I got it. I'm a responsible adult, ma'am.
To is to openly discuss that as soon as a man is pursuing you on that first date, on the second day. Talk about how important it is to you to keep a very clean space, a nice, organized, clutter-free space. There are absolutely men that want to live in a space like this, and they have already created those types of spaces where they live. But
like, I'm a clean ninja. Some people can just get on that program. It's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Clean. I can be all right. I'm clean too. All right, we're compatible. Maybe she's clean and she's with a dirty ninja, and that's not compatible. You can ask him and ask him and ask him, but he's a dirty ninja.
But then there's also some men that like fall in the middle and they don't really care, but if you care about it, like they'll keep it clean, you know? And then lastly, there's some men that would really struggle with this. Like they just cannot prioritize this. They tend to live more in a mess because they are prioritizing other things and they just don't really see it. And that's okay. Like as long as you're not living in filth, either one of these is okay. Again, bottom line is that if this is a high priority to you as a woman, all you have to find
living in
is
filth.
find a man.
I live like a real life Twitch streamer.
They want everything to be high priority. Money, height, status, cleanliness.
Early on about that, like ask to see their place, and if they're not matching your type of energy,
Well, just on that alone, if a girl never takes you to her place ever, you best believe that is a mess there.
and how you like to keep your household, then see it for what
Still
it is.
smash.
And let the man go in peace. I can tell you what a man
Doesn't
doesn't
bother me.
Completely recognize they don't live in that type of setting. They don't care about keeping
But
things
you
clean.
hoarder.
And then you continue the relationship. You get attached. He gets attached, and then it becomes a huge problem in the relationship because you want him to change, even though you knew that he didn't live like this. Moving on now to video 2.
It's the same fault. Trap that men get into. Well, thinking that after they marry her and get stable and stuff, that she's gonna change. No, people's behaviors usually doesn't change.
This is very similar vibes. This woman goes on and on about really how great she is and how she doesn't see how men really ever add to a woman's life. So before I say more, let's just watch the video.
I'm 30 years old and I couldn't be more uninterested in marriage and dating. I've done so much on my own that I'm genuinely unimpressed by the population of men that we have to date. I have not met one person that has made my life significantly easier because I firmly believe that when you get into a partnership with a man,
Again,
a woman
I always say that the Western Asian women took up the reins of feminism much harsher and way more in than the white women did.
for benefits. I did that moving with a guy thing and I daydreamed about it my entire life and I did it and I was like, ew, like this is literally like free labor and also like free ass work. The thing is for me, I'm hyper independent. Like I literally lived in 5 different cities by the time I was 30 and I moved every single time by myself. I also bought a place when I was 25, a mortgage on my own. I know how to do electrical work, I know how to patch drywall. Like as long as I have a YouTube video, I'm good. I own my own business, I set up an LLC. I'm literally doing all these things and when a man is literally trying to pen pal with me just to be casual, like it gives me the egg because what the fuck? Like, what do you have to offer? Oh, you pay for my dinner? Oh, you pay for my drinks? You pay for my trip? Okay, like I can do that myself.
So she's too inner masculine.
The appeal
So you don't even care about that, then why do you want men and force men to do it if it doesn't impress you in any way? Just pay for your own way.
is not there. Unless a man is truly making my life significantly easier, I would rather be single than be a bad company.
If you
I'm
guys
just saying that. It's just, they want to be fully taken care of. They want a man that makes so much money that they don't have to work anymore.
ever wondered what it looked like when a woman believes that men are only valuable for what they can provide and not who they are as people, combined with that woman herself being very successful in her career and kind of pulling everything together and being successful all the way around in life? This is it. This is what happens because that woman is setting her bar for a man based on what he can provide. It is essentially nothing else. Like there's no other things that she's pointing out that really come as benefits in a real relationship, in a real partnership that she just doesn't even have a concept of. She doesn't even mention it. And the fact that she talks about free S work in the mix, that solidifies that she is only looking at what men can provide to her. What can they provide financially? How can they take like tasks away from her life so that she's not having to worry about as much? Because S should be mutually beneficial. Like, and
That's always the problem when I see women say that. She's just giving you free sex. Are you not getting sex from me too? Do you not enjoy sex? Like, do you hate sex so bad that every time you do it, it's like a chore or something, and then it's just only to purely pleasure us men? Because that's some bull.
its core, it is mutually beneficial. If you like the activity, like, and all men and women should, to some degree,
Enjoy.
like that activity. Like, you're getting something from it. To me, this whole rant just screams, like, why are you even making this video then?
Yeah,
like,
you don't
why
care for
not
men.
just not date men and move on with your life? Like, why is this your content? Why are you yelling at men and trying to shame men for not being
Yeah,
aggressive anymore?
like the whole time I was thinking, like, okay, I'll skip you. If I ever saw you in my life, I would skip you. I would never ever in life skip next.
Based on your standards. I think the bottom line is that it's harmful to other women to receive this message. Tons of women, like this went semi-viral over on another social media platform, and so many women are consuming this type of content, which is honestly rotting women's brains because they're setting their standards for a man entering their life now based on what this woman thinks.
And just think about it. Rich men that have such disposable money, what do? They're going to use and abuse the crap out of these women. Like, they don't think that the more you go for money at the status that you're looking for, the more these men know exactly what you're there for, and they use you to that degree.
Which again is that the only benefits that a man brings to your life is what he can provide to you financially and as far as like taking away tasks. Moving on to video 3. Like I said, this one's a bit less obvious.
Alright, so we know that. Men, you know what I'm saying, they only want what we can give them. That's why we're, like, avoiding them. Get nothing from us. How about that? You want to go on a, you know what I'm saying, expensive AF date? Nah. We getting coffee. $4. This episode is brought to you by Firm Grip.
This might be a hot take or offensive, but I'm really sorry. But I can't stand when I see a man in the passenger seat. What are you doing? What are you, Miss Daisy? Get in the driver's seat. That's like a woman's spot. That's embarrassing. Why is she driving you around? What I think is, he must be.
Can women not enjoy driving too? And can it not be her car so she wants to drive?
Because I have the pew-pew and illegal pharmaceutical drugs. And I'm scanning around looking for my ops, the opposition, in case I have to bust a cap. And she's an actual licensed driver. My license has been suspended. That's why she's driving. If we get pulled over and I'm driving, my license is null and void. She's actually supposed to be behind the wheel. Me, I got things with gunpowder in it that go off, explosions, to protect everybody in this from the opposition. Everybody in this vehicle from the opposition. She's worried about the road, on the 1s and 2s, or the 10 and 12, whatever the vehicle terms is. I don't know. I don't drive. 10 and 12, what do they call it?
Sick. Must be really sick. Maybe he lost
So I just automatically think that this man is some kind of pansy because a woman's driving.
right foot. Maybe he's on the way to the hospital. Maybe.
My hands, she's on 10 and 2, my hands is in my pants, gripping the iron. And I ain't talking about my Johnson.
Maybe he's in a terrible time in his life and he can't emotionally forgive him and she has to drive him fine. Any other reason? are you doing? Do you let her pump your gas too?
You know what? I make funny faces. I admit it, but when she makes the faces, I get angry.
Oh no.
There's actually a lot of women that like to drive, and
Yeah.
there's different reasons. A lot
My ex-wife was one.
of times women just like want that control. They like driving. Sometimes it's because of car sickness. My husband drives way more than me, but if we're expecting one,
Yeah, I'm the one that doesn't like to be a passenger because of car sickness. I usually have to be the driver. But
Yes, I get car sick because it smells. Artificial smells like them artificial car fresheners and motion get car sick. You know what I'm saying? I could drive in a regular car with no smells in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? All that artificial stuff. Like, if you want your car to smell like strawberries, get some real strawberries in there or something. You cut up some lemons, you want it to smell like lemons. That's all I gotta say.
that makes sense.
But I don't get car sick when I drive, so like, I don't know. Maybe that is a thing.
Just drive everywhere, but I'm not gonna have my buddy, not sit in the front or my girl not sit in the front because of whatever reason people think. Who cares? If anybody's gonna be in the front, it'll be my mom. But obviously she's not here anymore, so I guess that's gonna be a girl.
tiny up and down roads, like it's just not, unless you want to make a mess in cars, it's gotta be.
R.I.P. Mrs. Red, Miss Pink. Ba-da-bing. His name's Red, so his mother's name would be Pink. Come on, I just thought of that 2 seconds.
Only is she generalizing men as a whole, but she is generalizing women as a whole, and she's putting the fault in what she sees as incorrect, where a man is not in the driver's seat, he's in the passenger seat. She shames and puts that blame on men, when there are actually a ton of women that flooded her comments to say that they are the ones that want to drive. They're the ones that are asking their husbands to drive for multiple reasons, but she can't even see that. Like, she doesn't.
I mean, if wifey wants to drive, then if she's not a bad driver, like if you've ridden with her before, and like she's a, you know, she passes your driving test, and like, oh yeah, driving. But if she's like I don't think she should be behind the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Don't let her behind the wheel.
Doesn't even register that as being an option.
Because what I want, every girl wants.
It might be from the women, and that's why they are the ones driving. That is what makes this attitude such a red flag.
I mean, that would be a possessive thing. It's my car. I'm gonna drive my car. Why would you drive my car?
That's very stereotypical thinking. And for a man to be in a relationship with a woman like this is how her thinking is going to be. She is going to think that there's things that you can do and that you can't do.
Okay, if we in my car, I'm gonna be driving. Like, we gonna have his and hers cars. Like, and if she's in her car, she's gonna drive her car. It does make sense. Because like, if I scratch it, bang it up, bang up your own car.
As a man, and one of those things that you cannot do is ride in that passenger seat, or else you're less of a man. And what is revealed, if you really look deeper into it, is that underlying tone that a man is only valued for what he can do. So that man, right, needs to always drive. Like, that's something that he is doing, and he's going to be valued for that. And if he does anything less than that, he's devalued. What do you think is going to happen if you were married to this woman and something happened to, for whatever reason, you ended up not being able to drive anymore? Like,
I'm just gonna call an ambulance at that point, an Uber.
what do you think this woman is going to think about you? Is she going to be understanding, loving, or is she going to resent the fact that you are not following through on what you and you alone are supposed to be bringing to the table? I don't know, guys. Tell me in the comments, what do you think on this one?
Out of all the hot takes, just a man being a passenger. Like, not a man being abusive, have bad behavior, or anything. No, the man is just a passenger. It's a problem. This is why men have walked away, and women just literally have no understanding. Because they just say stupid things like that. Please subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate it. Ciao.
It's the Philly Phil Twitch Show, Philly Phil Twitch Show. I'm Philly Phil, and this is a Twitch Show. I don't have any takes on this. I got the woman confused with the other TikTok woman who looks like she's old. She's just old to me, old AF. She's like 43 or something. But then you see enough about her, and she got like a good takes. It's like, all right, she grew on me. But it wasn't this one. This is the other one. She's like only 2, so it's like it's the other one. Don't remember nothing from the video. Nothing that any of them said. Was gonna try and sneak the video I was talking about earlier. Okay, the woman goes homeless. Title of the video is Woman Goes Homeless After Refusing to Cook for Husband. And this is misleading because I watched the whole video and she didn't go homeless. But this is the video. No, it's not her.
Except for money. I need money.
That I watched before. We'll go straight to it.
On his phone, and it's her once again, and she sends a question mark because obviously my husband's rent receipts are on, and she can see that he's
That's the other order. The way I said it was out of order. I said it backwards. So I guess the first is that's the woman and her husband, but then the other one was towards the end. Oh yeah, this woman.
Take care of him, or doesn't do even the simplest.
Yeah, so she's cooking, and she's it's the same woman who said she wasn't the one.
Happening for a lot of women, if feeding their children. I mean, at least this lady is
going looking for her husband.
dynamics with.
Plus, he's so picky with his food that he might as well just cook it himself so that he doesn't have anything to complain about.
Tell me you don't like your husband without telling me you don't like your husband.
That's the girl. Thursday we got the notes.